Hey guys, what's going on? Back again with another video. So I just want to give a quick, honest review for the new Modern Warfare 3 campaign that came out early access a few days ago. I finished it on the release day. I just never even thought about doing a review, but I want to do a review for people that are looking to maybe buy it or try out the campaign, maybe even do the early access, because I think you still have about a week to get it, and then to pre-order, and then you'll get the early access of the campaign. And I realize there's a lot of content creators out there that are flown out by Call of Duty, so the reviews are going to be obviously a little bit, lopsided or biased because they want to give good reviews. So they get invited back and make it sound like the game's a 10 out of 10. So I just want to point out a couple things, and I do need to mention I do here and there help Call of Duty with a couple things, because sometimes they'll look at Twitter and see what the fans are asking for, and sometimes a lot of stuff I ask for end up in the game. So again, I want to somewhat be a little bit down the middle of the road. Again, I'm not going to be too biased. The first thing you need to know, it is a little bit short, and a lot of complaints that you're probably seeing out there on Twitter, maybe even on YouTube, is the fact that a lot of content creators need content, and it's a short campaign. It's kind of a very short campaign, and content creators, if you spend $100 on a product, you're gonna try and stretch out that $100, make your money back on it, make your money back 5 times on it. So, being that the game is $100, a lot of them got it for free anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Call of Duty does give out free games to their COD partners and the people that they fly out, but you do want to understand that when you're spending money on anything, you do are trying to stretch that out, make your money back on it. If you take a trip to Hawaii, you spend $1,000, whatever. You're gonna make as many videos as you want, record as many things as you can to monetize it as best as you can. So, a lot of the complaints are probably coming from content creators that wanted a lot of content out of the game or out of the campaign, and it being a super short campaign, they're not able to do that. So that's one thing I do want to point out. The ending of the game, which I'm not going to give away, is sort of a cliffhanger. So you do um, have to know that if you're looking for some closure, you're not going to really get some closure. But people also have to realize, if you're new or you're coming back to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare series, that um, same thing. They have to, on the flip side, Call of Duty has to do the same thing. They have to stretch out as much as possible, make the most money on it. And with that being said, that means that the next couple DLCs, the next couple seasons, the story is going to continue. You're going to find out what happens to the characters, what happened after the campaign, and it's nothing new. They did that with Cold War. They might have done that even far back as like Black Ops 4. You're going to start getting some answers as the DLCs and the seasons start coming. Maybe even after the season, maybe even next year, you get more answers. Maybe it's going to tie into the next Call of Duty, because it is one big universe now. It's not like a multiverse. It's not really separated campaigns like it was before. So you might find out what happens to some of the characters after the campaign next year. And even if Call of Duty runs out of time or manpower, they're probably going to maybe give some of the content to the next studio with it. I think it's Treyarch, uh, and I think maybe even Infinity Ward. But they all help out anyway, so you have to keep in mind that if you see stuff from, if you see characters from Modern Warfare, you might see them pop up next year and stuff like that, trying to tie everything together. And obviously, it looks like they cut the campaign short, or abruptly. I wouldn't say short. I would say abruptly, meaning that, hey, whatever would have come after the campaign, like the next chapter in the campaign, they're probably just going to save it for the seasons and the DLC. So those are two main things: is the length and the abruptness of the campaign, the length of it, and again, the fact that I guess that's the main thing, is how short it is. I think most people are complaining about. But the campaign is pretty good. The other thing that people are complaining about are the open world, almost like Warzone, almost like Outbreak, almost like DMZ style um, chapters in the campaign. Those are fine. I think people are just being silly. And again, that goes back to content creators where let me complain. They're going to say to themselves, they're going to complain about something, just to have something to complain about, just to be able to upload a video. So I think that's one thing that I think is pretty obvious and kind of sticks out is these open world levels in the campaign. They're perfectly fine. They're the same thing as Warzone deals, DMZ. Maybe even multiplayer, maybe even the war mode in multiplayer. You just go around and you're opening chests, basically looking for weapons, looking for intel. Um, they're not straightforward campaigns. You could take your time and look for everything on the map, and that's kind of what I did. So that's maybe why the campaign didn't seem too long for me. Anyways, is those open world levels, I just took my time. Same thing that happened with Fortnite Fracture event is you had 45 minutes or 40 minutes to look around as much as you want, explore and do stuff. And some people just don't like exploring, but if you like exploring, you don't mind those open world campaign levels. So that was the other thing that people complained about. Again, you have to say to yourself, is the content creators that have have to upload videos, have to make money, monetize videos, um, or because those, like I said, those levels, people are just finding stuff to complain about. People have to find stuff to tweet about. People have to find nonsense to kind of upload, make content about, because those are going to generate the most clicks and views. It's nothing new. Something that goes on in the zombies community, has gone on in the zombies community for over 5 years, close to 10 years now. And that's just the way social media and content creating is nowadays. Find anything to complain about. It's going to get the most clicks and views, reshares, reposts. But those open world levels aren't bad at all. You just have to explore, look for stuff. Um, and that's, again, goes back to why I don't think the length of the campaign um, is an issue. I think maybe the abruptness of how it ended on a cliffhanger. But it's just, in real life, is the same thing. When something happens, you just can't believe it. And it happens so quickly, you just can't believe it. So those are the main things. Again, which is not too bad, but maybe because you kind of can maybe hopefully read between the lines, you'll get an idea what I'm talking about. When you play the campaign, it probably won't be that much of an issue because you kind of know that it's coming already. Um, but again, I'm just gonna stick to those three things. If you want more stuff, let me know. I'll see you guys later.